I want you guys to mark your calendars and remember today, because this day is the day. This is the moment. And Terrence Bud Crawford, he just planted the flag in that moment. It's the boxing revolution.
Ain't paying your ass shit.
Terrence Crawford, widely regarded as the top pound-for-pound fighter in the sport, just drew a hard line that shocked the boxing world. He firmly stated he will not pay the $300,000 fee and has no intention of apologizing. For Crawford, this isn't about cash or sanctioning costs. It's about standing on principle and demanding respect. He's openly challenging the system, showing he's willing to put everything on the line to prove his integrity cannot be bought.
It's free! How you love that? $180,000 free. How much your belt cost? I wonder, how much your belt cost? Huh? I don't see no receipts on your belt. It's crazy. Y'all be having so much taxes on these belts. You got some nerves. It's crazy that you can sit up there and have all these belts. You know, you got the WBC silver, the WBA intern, the whatever belt y'all got, and you taxing these fighters every time they fight, and you claim that you for these fighters. You're not for these fighters. You probably worse than the promoters. But hey, I wish you the best, you know? I wish you the best, you and your company.
The headlines erupted today. Terrence Crawford has been stripped of his WBC super middleweight title. But this isn't some routine paperwork issue or a simple deadline mistake. This is a full-on act of defiance. Crawford didn't quietly lose the belt. He fired it right back at them with a viral outburst that pulled the curtain back on the greed, manipulation, and politics that have been running the sport for far too long.
Mauricio, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Because everybody in the world know you was going for Canelo. You was mad that I beat Canelo. It's okay. It happens, you know? But if you a real fan of the sport, you would have, you know, said congratulations instead of having that little smirk on your face, all mad and pouting. But listen though, you should have took the money and you should have been thankful and grateful that I was rocking your belt around as your champion. As your champion, the WBC champion, the undisputed champion at that. But you want to make it about you. You want to say, oh, well, you stripping me. Like, I've been stripped before. The IBF just stripped me when I was at 147. Doesn't matter. I'm still considered the undisputed champion. I'm still the champion in the division. Because you know why? The only belt that's recognizable as the champion is the ring belt, baby. That's the #1 belt in the division. That trumps all belts.
To understand why Crawford is this angry, you have to look at it from the viewpoint of the man who revoked the belt, WBC President Mauricio Suleiman. The WBC insists they were doing Crawford a favor. Normally, when a fighter wins a huge unification bout, the sanctioning bodies take around 3% of the purse. On a $50 million payday, that would have been well over $1 million just to hold the belt. Suleiman says he stepped in and pushed for a major discount, dropping the fee to only 0.6%. In their eyes, asking for $300,000 on a $50 million pot was a generous break, practically a friendly gesture. Suleiman waited for the payment, expecting gratitude or at least a quick transfer. Instead, he got silence. When the deadline passed with no money, he called Crawford's refusal a sign of disrespect, saying it wasn't about the fee anymore, but a direct insult to the organization that backed him.
We made a very clear 0.6%, which is $300,000. with $225,000 going to the Jose Sulaiman Boxers Fund, which is to help former fighters in need. And it is just regrettable. Not even a thank you or I'm sorry, taking a different route. No response. I wish him the best. But this is not. The WBC is huge, it's great, it's about greatness, and I'm relieved.
Terrence Crawford, on the other hand, sees that so-called favor as nothing but a shakedown. In a video that's now going viral across social media, Crawford stares straight into the camera, furious and unfiltered. This isn't a scripted PR statement, it's raw truth. His point is simple but powerful. Why is the WBC any different? He points out that he paid the sanctioning fees for the IBF, WBO, and WBA without issue, yet the WBC alone demanded more. Crawford calls out their ego, accusing them of thinking they're above every other governing body. To him, this wasn't a discounted fee, it was an arbitrary tax, because they knew he'd just earned a massive payday. Refusing to be bullied, he told Sulaiman directly, "I won't apologize," making it clear his integrity and principles aren't for sale.
You know, I see Mauricio, you know, got a lot to say about me not paying him $300,000 plus another $100K something for sanction fees, right? Then he gonna tell me I ain't even apologize? Like, who the fuck you think I am? Well, you better slap your fucking self. Ain't paying your ass shit. Fuck you talking about pay you $300,000. What makes you so motherfucking better than any of the other sanctioned bodies? Huh? Answer that question. What makes you better than the WBO, the IBF, or the WBA? Everybody accepted what I was giving them. But you, the WBC, think that you better than everybody, don't you? So since you, the WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit. Fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free, motherfucker. What are you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanctioned bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanctioned bodies agree to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? The fuck? You can take the fucking belt.
Crawford's rant takes a serious turn when he moves beyond the $300,000 fee to call out the morality of the entire system. Suddenly, this isn't just a contract dispute, it's a fight for respect. Crawford lays bare the harsh reality. He's the one taking punches, risking permanent brain damage, and putting his life on the line every fight, while the officials demanding fees sit safely in luxury, funded by the fighter's labor and sacrifice. He paints a clear picture of executives flying private jets, staying in five-star hotels, and dining on the finest food, all while the athletes endure the pain and risk. Comparing the sanctioning bodies to a corrupt government, he argues they tax the fighters to maintain their lavish lifestyles. When he says, "You better slap yourself," he's voicing the frustration of every boxer who's ever been exploited, turning the conversation from money to respect for the human cost of the sport.
That don't even make sense. I'm the motherfucker that's putting my life on the line, not you. You ain't stepping your motherfucking ass in that ring. You or nobody else. You or nobody else. So why should I have to pay to carry your belt? You should be paying me. If you want to be truthful, you should be paying me. I don't see, it irks my nerves how this dude gets on a plane, gets a hotel suite. Him and his buddies, they go out to dinner, 5-star meals, all that, you know, and guess who got to pay for it? Us fighters. We paying for y'all to come out here, have the time of y'all life, stay in the best hotels of y'all life, and it's all done on our dime. It's done on our dime. Do that sound right to y'all? It's crazy, ain't it? We the one out there getting battered, knocked upside our head, and every time we step foot in the ring, we gotta pay them a sanction fee like they the government. We getting taxed. It's crazy.
Perhaps the most damaging part of this saga for the WBC is how Crawford completely devalues their belt. For decades, the green belt has been promoted as the ultimate prize in boxing, the one every fighter dreams of holding. But in just a 3-minute video, Crawford dismisses it as a meaningless trophy, saying they can take it back because it's just an expensive piece of metal and leather. He then points to the one belt that actually matters to him, the Ring Magazine belt, arguing that it represents lineage, being the undisputed best in the weight class, and, crucially, doesn't come with sanctioning fees. By elevating the ring belt as the true mark of a champion, Crawford sends a clear message. Greatness isn't bought from the alphabet organizations. For the WBC, it's a marketing nightmare, implying their approval can be purchased rather than earned.
So since you, the WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit. The fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free, motherfucker. What are you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanction bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanction bodies agree to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? The fuck? You can take the fucking belt. It's a trophy anyway. The fuck am I paying you every time I step foot in the fucking ring?
Crawford has a theory about why this is all happening now, and it involves the man he just defeated, Canelo Alvarez. He accuses the WBC of playing favorites, pointing specifically to the David Benavidez saga. For 2 years, Benavidez was the mandatory challenger for the WBC title, waiting for his shot at Canelo. By the rules, Canelo should have been stripped for not fighting him, but the WBC allowed Canelo to hold onto the belt without facing any consequences, showing favoritism that Crawford calls out as blatant and unfair.
Now, since Canelo is no longer a belt holder coming into his next fight, a fight that's still expected to make a lot of money due to Canelo's popularity and ongoing contract with Riyadh season, this means that for the first time in 7 years, not a single sanctioning body will benefit from Canelo's earnings. So the sooner Canelo becomes champion again, the better for them. But for the time being, they'll have to rely on Terrence Crawford as their sanctioning fee provider. These sanctioning bodies make a lot of money from Canelo being their champion. Like, why did you think there wasn't any pressure coming from them when Benavidez was Canelo's mandatory? It's because if Canelo lost, then they'll have to rely on Benavidez and his $7 million purses. And if they decide to bully and pressure Canelo, and Canelo says, you know what, screw it, and decides to vacate the belt instead, then it's the same thing. They lose the benefit of a Canelo payday.
Now, the moment Crawford finally wins that same WBC belt, he's stripped over a fee dispute. Crawford calls this out as clear favoritism, arguing that the organization is upset he disrupted their golden goose. In his view, Sulaiman and his team were quietly backing Canelo, and now that Crawford has upset their cash cow, they're punishing him by enforcing rules they conveniently ignored for the Mexican superstar. It paints a picture of a rigged system where the rules only matter for fighters the organization doesn't favor.
Terrence Crawford had an issue with the WBC this morning. They stripped him at 168 pounds. He was complaining about sanctioning fees and things like that. Just what are your thoughts on that whole issue?
¿Cuál es tu opinión de lo que pasó con Terence Crawford después de la mañana, que lo dejaron sin el cinturón de la CMB por no pagar la tarifa del cinturón?
Bueno, es algo que se tiene que cumplir, como el protocolo de antidopaje con WADA, pero bueno, él sabrá por qué no quiso pagar.
Look, it's something that it just has to be done like any protocol, like BADA, for example, right? So it is what it is.
However, before we crown Crawford as the flawless martyr, there's a twist that some supporters might have overlooked. As fans dissect the fallout online, Reddit users and other sleuths have flagged a key detail about the $300,000 fee. Reports suggest that roughly $225,000 of it was earmarked for the WBC's charity supporting retired boxers.
This is exactly what we're talking about. Fighters, don't adhere to these rules, don't pay these fees, like don't do it, don't fall for it. And then I see in the middle of the show, Nick Khan is on Pat McAfee's show kind of saying the exact same thing. Saying that, like, look, this is a perfect example as to why. I think the quote was something like, what was the quote? I saw it here moments ago. Golly, I saw it. Does anyone have it? There was
the quote is, what we're looking to do with the Muhammad Ali Revival Act is presenting a different option for boxers. We'll have our own ranking systems and the champion will fight the number one contender. Let's do things in a credible way. So they're trying to like organize it in a way that, you know, there's one singular belt, there's a ranking system, UFC style.
This adds a complicated layer to the drama. The WBC runs a program to support retired champions who have fallen on hard times, often facing health or financial struggles. If that $300,000 fee was indeed meant to fund this cause, Crawford's refusal could be seen less as a stand against corporate greed and more as turning down help for the sport's pioneers. The WBC hasn't highlighted this point yet, but it's a potential counterargument that could hurt Crawford's image if fans side against him. Is he fighting corruption or refusing money that could aid struggling fighters? Beyond one belt or one fee, this saga signals a shift in boxing's power dynamics. During his rant, Crawford even references Turkey, nodding to Turki Al-Sheikh, the Saudi advisor injecting huge sums into the sport to make major fights happen. Crawford suggests the old guard, the sanctioning bodies with their fees and politics, is becoming irrelevant. He's hopeful that this new era of big money fights and direct paydays will clean up the sport, removing figures like Suleiman who hinder progress. It's a bold call for change, betting that in the future, fighters hold the leverage the WBC used to claim.
Turkey, I hope y'all get that done, man. I hope y'all get that done so we can all see, you know, people face like this guy, you know, go away from boxing because they ruin the sport with all these antics that they do. You know, they got they ranking systems when people be mandatories for years, like Benavidez. You know, they don't strip these fighters, but I give credit to the IBF. They stripped me. They ain't even give me time. They stripped me, pop me. Even though I wasn't, you know, coming back down the weight, but, you know, they handled their business. They did what they were supposed to do. The WBC, you ain't never see them strip no Canelo.
So where does this leave us? Officially, the record books will note that Terrence Crawford was stripped of the WBC super middleweight title in December 2025. But as Crawford himself laughed into the camera, history has already been made, baby. They can take the physical belt out of my trophy case, but they can't erase the footage of me beating Canelo.
Yo, Tim Desert Storm Bradley, you already know the damn rest. Hey, oh, this Terrence Crawford is going on. But they all missing it. He missing it too. This ain't about no damn WBC. I'm gonna keep the buck with you. Oh, I want y'all to think, man. I told y'all, this the channel to make y'all think. This about Hamza Shiraz. It's about him getting a strap. That's what this is about. Whose guy is that? Who guy is that? Think about it. That's what this is about. It ain't about the money. It's about Hamza Shiraz. It's about Shiraz getting that belt. Yeah, without having to go through Crawford. That's what this is about. Oh, think about it. Anyways, that's my time. Tim Desert Storm Bradley, you already know the damn rest, and I'm out.
Crawford is staking his legacy on the idea that fans recognize the real champion, no matter what belts he wears. He walked away with $50 million, his pride intact, and the Ring magazine title, leaving the WBC with a vacant belt and a public relations nightmare. It raises the question, in modern boxing, do the belts make the fighter, or does the fighter make the belts? Crawford has made his stance clear. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss our next uploads. Drop your thoughts in the comments, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video. Lots of love from Fighters Arena Pro.